Alrighty, so this morning is Saturday. I have no clue what morning it is. That's what I wanted. Alright, so this morning is Saturday, December 10th, 2 weeks after the Gatlinburg fires, roughly, down in Tennessee. I am on my way down to Gatlinburg, Tennessee and the Great Smoky Mountains to do a last trip this year, and then to also see the devastation and everything else that has happened down there. I've been down there quite a few times since I've moved to Kentucky here in the last year and a half, roughly 6 or 8 times, can't really remember. And it's probably one of my favorite places to go. Here on the East Coast for wildlife and things to do. You have a bustling community on the outside of the park, but once you get into the inside of the park, it is absolute gorgeous and wildlife all around for you to see and enjoy. So it's really the best of both worlds down there. And it just is heartbreaking to see all the devastation that has happened. They just opened everything up yesterday on Friday. So this was the perfect timing to go do this before Christmas and everything of traveling back to Pennsylvania to see family. The only downside to this is I do not have a reserved campground or a reserved hotel room. I brought my tent along to potentially go camping. It's going to be quite cold. It's going to be quite cold. In the mid-20s tonight, but warm tomorrow. So if I can bear through tonight sleeping in that temperature outside the campground, I will be able to save myself some money. So I will update you guys when we get a little bit further along. I just would like to point out this absolutely 100% gorgeous sunrise this morning, except for the fact that I'm driving directly into it, and it is definitely killing my eyes right now. Look at that. No clouds in the sky. Absolutely gorgeous sunrise. Alright, so made it to the Gatlinburg Visitor Center. Drove past the Gatlinburg welcome sign that is burnt. Didn't realize that's where the Gatlinburg welcome sign was. I'm going to turn around and try and go capture that before I head into Gatlinburg so I don't have to come back out and get that during the daylight. Also, it's perfect daylight hours right now. But everything that I've seen so far coming in is all chemical based. They sprayed chemicals on everything. So I have the GoPro set up now to time lapse and record my driving. I did not have that set up as I was coming in, so I will turn the GoPro over into the time lapse and recording mode, and I will set up my DSLR for pictures and video recording now. So we're gonna drive through Gatlinburg here, drive through the Gatlinburg overpass, and see what we can see. Probably do some hiking or driving up the Newfound Gap Road also today, and then go get the campsite and maybe come back out tonight. Might do dinner in Pigeon Forge. I'm not exactly sure what the plan is. The plan is just to come down here and see everything and try and get some good footage and photos of everything. Hope you guys enjoy. Can't see it from here really well, but that is a house all the way out there. I'm going to switch lenses as we zoom in. It's kind of shaky because I'm not on my tripod. So that's the house that burned. Big house. Alright guys, our next stop is we're going to drive down through the park. I was thinking about going into Gatlinburg, but we might be changing the plans for today. I don't know if I'm going to camp out yet or not. I might be able to get everything done this afternoon and be able to drive back a little bit later tonight. So there's really no point to spend the money to go camping and all that other stuff. We are going to go into Sugarland's Visitor Center here. I'm approaching it right now, so you can see what the devastation is here. I know that Newfound Gap Road burnt a lot and that, but we're gonna stop in here at Sugarland's Visitor Center first. That's my wife texting me right now. But get in here, try and find a parking spot at Sugarland's. Potentially get some more data on what has happened and the devastation that has happened here. Maybe get some guidance of where to go, where to look, and everything like that also. But we'll see. Just scanning through here, you can see all the places that burnt. That whole entire mountaintop there is gone. That's all gone. All gone. That's gone. All of that is gone. So, driving up through here, definitely there is lots of evidence of fire damage. It's not exactly what I was thinking when they said, you know, burned everything. You know, all the trees are, for the most part, still standing. Most of the trees have, you know, fire damage to the base, but really what burnt was the forest floor. You know, all the twigs and the down trees, the dead roots and stumps, and then all the leaves and everything underneath of it too. That all burnt. So really, I mean, I'm no professional in this, but I don't know what the impact's going to have. It could have an impact on the nut supply for the deer and the smaller animals such as squirrels and chipmunks, which could trickle down. It could have a impact on the berry bushes for the black bear and stuff like that. But I don't know what the true impact on the ecosystem here is going to be. Ash is a good nutrient system for new growth, so that's a positive sign. And then the other thing is, you know, driving through here, it's not like all of Great Smoky Mountains has burned. It's hit and miss, really, is what it is. You know, driving up Newfound Gap Road here right now is what I'm doing. And we go through spots that are completely burnt. Trees are charred, you know, 3/4 of the way up, and then right now, as you can see, there's nothing charred. So it's all about perspective here right now. I have not been down into Gatlinburg per se, but I do know that Gatlinburg's main strip did not get harmed by the fire for the most part. What really got harmed was all the houses up in the woods where, you know, the underlying brush was on fire, and that underlying brush basically goes right up to the house. Right here is a prime example of what we are experiencing. If we go over here, this log is pretty well charred and burnt, but that doesn't mean everything around here is burnt like that. If we walk over here, that log is not nearly as burnt. These trees, they don't even have burn marks on them. This tree appears to not even been touched. So now I've crossed the road here, and right here you can really clearly start to see what has been going on. That's all burnt down through there. That tree is pretty well charred up. But this whole side took a heavy beating. But over here, doesn't look that bad. Down here at the roadway is pretty messed up, pretty burnt. But up in the upper hills there, that doesn't look that bad up there. I'm gonna keep driving on down through here. I'm going to keep driving on down through here. I'm gonna cross the road here again quick. But I didn't see that there's anything down through here is where I saw a majority of all the damages. So that's where we're going to go next. So coming down off the mountain here is where a lot of the damage is. Here till Gatlinburg is probably going to be the worst of it. So getting down in here, and we'll follow up with what we find next, guys. Alright, I'm going to try and drive and film at the same time here. This is the corner where I saw, you know, most of the highest burn percentage of the floor and of the trees. If you can see this here while I'm driving. I'm trying not to wreck while I do this. If you can see all that floor is completely burned. There's trees that are burned there. Massive amounts of just damage and destruction down through this way. Completely the opposite up on top of the mountain. This is where all the damage is. That house is gone, completely gone, and yet this house is still standing. I think that explains perfectly the type of devastation that is here. Once again, that house gone. Literally, we have not traveled more than 1,000 feet, and you know, these houses are completely gone or still standing. Every single telephone pole on this road has been replaced. You know, that's one thing you don't think of when this happens, is how many telephone poles need replaced, and those aren't cheap. That house completely gone, down to the bare minimums. This house still standing. I think that just goes to show you what the outlook on this is here. It's definitely hit or miss, definitely a devastation because of how many houses are gone. Once again here, I'll just show you. That building of some sort was gone. Don't know if it was a house or not. But these right across the road here, still standing. But we get down here further, all those buildings still standing, still standing. You can't see, but down there one house. All houses that are gone there. Church, house gone. Completely insane with how this fire has carved its path through. That house gone, literally gone right there, right across the street, still standing. Tree gone, fence gone. Somehow they saved the house. Absolute tragedy in here. And we made it home. What a day. Alright, so I didn't do an official ending for my trip down to Gatlinburg Saturday night. I had gotten in home late. I ended up not camping, so that's why I got in late on Saturday. But I just wanted to end here with my thoughts and what I saw personally and firsthand is, I don't know if the media portrayed this incident correctly. Yeah, Gatlinburg itself was on fire, but I guess the biggest thing I wanted to mention is how narrow the roads were for people to escape in a quick amount of time, and how quickly the fire spread. I was talking to some of the firefighters, and they were saying that it was a 16-hour event. So by the time the fire had started, reached Gatlinburg and stopped burning, it was 16 hours. So really it wasn't even 24 hours. It wasn't even a Sunday at noon to a Monday at noon time to warn people or give them that type of warning. So I think that's my first observation that is kind of critical here. The second one is how narrow the roads seriously were. I was scared driving on the roads at 10-15 mile an hour with other traffic coming. These roads are steep, they're narrow, the corners are blind, sharp corners, so there's no way to really rush out of this area. There's one way in, one way out, really. And then the other thing I wanted to mention is, so what I saw is I didn't drive around every single road. Obviously, I didn't have the time, and I didn't want to invade everyone's. I didn't want to invade everyone's privacy like that. But what I saw is, some people got extremely lucky where nothing burned, and then some other people are extremely unlucky where everything burned. And the fact that everything burnt like that is just sad. It's astonishing. It's crazy to see. Driving down a road and 50% of the houses are gone. Every single telephone pole was replaced because they were burnt. That all the cabling and wiring had to be replaced. All the accessories that go on the telephone poles, I don't even know what they're called. All that stuff had to be replaced. Driving down the road, you know, to see 10 telephone poles laying alongside the road and all these transformers and stuff laying alongside the road was not uncommon there. So just to see the devastation and what everyone has gone through, you know, driving down the road and you see a house with 3 cars parked in the driveway. There's no more houses, no more cars, everything's just melted to the ground, is extremely sad. Driving out, I did see that the Army National Guard or some sort was there. They were delivering supplies as needed. They were working on a house. They were working on the houses one by one, cleaning up the debris and taking out the cars. So there's lots of help down there. There's community is engaging around them. Gatlinburg was busier than I've ever seen before. Pigeon Forge was busy, so it's good to see that people came out to support the community and to go spend money there to help get that community back up. I don't think this event is going to hinder or stop Gatlinburg in any way. If anything, it's going to make them much stronger. And I just wanted to say that I'm so thankful to be able to go do something like this, to to have the opportunity to go down there and see that firsthand. It's humbling to see something like that, to just come home and be thankful that you have a house. So that's my thoughts on it. Not everything is destroyed down there, obviously. You can go down and visit this weekend, but just remember that there are people that lost everything. I think the number's up to 2,600 homes or buildings or whatever that have been lost. That's some homes, some businesses, but that's quite a bit of destruction down there. Once again, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you want anything more like this, let me know. Once again, you know, hit that like button, it helps my videos. If you subscribe, you can get updates to when I'm posting. I usually try and post once or twice a week. Sometimes that doesn't happen, but just keep watching, keep liking. If there's any comments that you'd like to leave them down below. Like always, I'll try and respond to every single comment I get. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Thanks for watching this video, and remember, hit that like button.